Hey everybody, it's Brooke with Re-Fabbed. We're back again, and I don't want to do that. I'm in my kitchen, and you can barely see me because the tiered tray is kind of covering up everything, which is fine. But I wanted to show y'all, we did crafting all week for the 4th of July specifically for a tiered tray, okay? So we had a themed week where each day we went live from Monday through Thursday making items for a tiered tray. And I pulled them all together today with some items that I already had on hand that I used last year. Some of them I made last year. And I want to show y'all what it turned out like, okay? Okay, so this is just a tray. A tiered tray. They come in so many different heights, variants, sizes. This is actually Hannah's. Mine is already decorated at the coffee bar, so I didn't decide to do a new one. So we got to use hers today. Okay, so anyway, here this is. Now let me tell you a little bit about it. Now, this piece right here, I made this last year, and I can't remember if it was on a live or on the blog. Actually, it was the year before last. It was like 2 years ago I made this, okay? I think it was on a live, though, and I will try to find it. That way I can reshare it with y'all. But this was handmade by me. All I did was take one of these, let me see if I can one of these little cheap palette sign things that you can get all the different places. I got that, and then I took a Dollar Tree frame and framed a piece of scrapbook paper, glued the frame to this, added a bow. That's all I did with that, okay? Literally, that's all I did with that. So that looked just really cute as a good background piece. So I totally made that the other year. I wouldn't know how about said the other day, but it's been longer than that. So then the piece that we made the other day, when I made the heart, I just kind of layered it in the front. So we got the bigger piece in the back that was really cheap and handmade. And then with the little piece we made the other day in the front. Now, if you remember our streamers that I told you that the reason I made the streamers was just for extra flair inside the tray, that's what these are right here. So let me just move these so you can see. I don't want to mess anything up. I found this little glass vase thing at the Dollar General store for like $2. You can find them everywhere. Just get you a little old anything that you want to and stick your streamers down in it for a little bit of height at the top. So that brought together all of our ribbons and stuff, and just kind of see how it's just so pretty just hanging like this. So I loved that, okay? Now, at the bottom, okay, so the only other thing we have up here at the top that y'all might wonder about are these little pieces right here, okay? I know you can't see me, but that doesn't matter. So these little pieces right here, these are just little, little stars from Hobby Lobby last year. They came in a little bag from Hobby Lobby with the little stars, the little gingham stars, and I just loved them, so I bought them last year at Hobby Lobby, and they looked great as little filler pieces around the bottom. So there's those, and then there's also these little felt balls. They're just all different styles. These little felt balls right here, those came from a felt ball garland that I've shared on Re-Fabbed several times from Jane.com. On Jane.com, I get little felt ball garlands all the time, y'all. And I usually buy several when I see them for all different seasons, Christmas, everything. And when I saw the patriotic ones, I bought a few. And some of them I just took off the garland like that just so that I could have little balls floating around in my displays, okay? Or you could do them in like a little glass jar and they just look really cute. And then some of them I left in garland form, but I didn't use them for this, okay? So that's all that's up here on the top. That's all. Everything was just homemade except for these that I just grabbed for super cheap at Hobby Lobby last year, and then the little balls. Now the bottom, you may remember our little USA sign that we made. I stuck it right here, and I have a little glass jar behind it just to keep it from falling over, okay? So it's just propped up with a little glass jar, and then right here you can see the firecrackers that we made out of the wood blocks, okay? Let me get over here on the other side real quick. So this one right here, for a little extra height, because it wasn't really tall enough, I went ahead and found one of my wood slices and put it under it for a little bit of height, okay? So it is just laying on the bottom of the tray, and then I just set this on top of it just so that this one had a little more height than the rest of them, okay? Then something else I did, y'all know I love to use different things for height. This right here, let me get around to this side. This right here is an old, I guess like a candlestick. I found it like for dirt cheap somewhere. But since it has like a spot, I went ahead and stuck my stick down in it so that I could just use my streamer in it. So I stuck it behind, I'm gonna move this tray over a little. Hold on, I don't want it to fall, but I can't hardly show y'all some of this on this side. Okay, so I just stuck it behind my firecracker just for a little height, and then I kind of let it go off the side here, okay? Now, when you're doing a tiered tray, you can't see me. When you're doing a tiered tray, something that I think is important is even items that you're not going to really see really well, still layer with those because they still kind of show through just a little bit. So in the background, I went ahead and this piece that we made on the live, instead of showcasing it in the front or like somewhere else because I couldn't find a good place for it, I just laid it flat behind over in the background in the extra space, and you can see it, and I will get you a little bit closer, but I just laid it back there. That way when you're looking through, you can kind of see it in the background. And then I just stuck a little succulent, just a little $2 succulent from the dollar store on it. That way you could kind of see it through the background, but it's not like prevalent. You know what I mean? Like it's not super prevalent, but you still want something in the background to be able to just kind of pull things together. So that's why I did that. On the bottom also, I still stuck some more of the little gingham stars. They're still from that one little bag that I bought at Hobby Lobby, and just still some more of my little felt balls from my garland that I took apart. The only other thing that is on this tray is this right here. If you can see that I've got this red, white, and blue like berry wreath, I think, I'm trying to remember because I've had this for a while. This little berry wreath is from, I think, Target. I got it a while back. It's just super cheap, and I just kind of pushed it down at the bottom to add a little bit of, I don't know, something for the bottom. So, how does this look? What do y'all think? But if you want me to take it apart, I guess I can and redo it. I guess I can start at the top and do it that way. So let's just do it. Okay. So this is what it looked like on the top, okay? And these are just my little fillers. So we'll just start from the top and do it, okay? All I did was take this piece right here, and see how the back of it is like this? So all I did when I made this live, and I'm going to share this again, was take this piece from, I don't remember where this was from, but it was from somewhere cheap. And then I glued a little black Dollar Tree frame to it and put a piece of scrapbook paper. That's literally all I did and made a bow, okay? So I just propped it up against the top. Now, then I was like, okay, what do I want to do with my cute little heart that we made? So I went ahead and just layered it in the front, just like that. I knew the back needed some height over here in this area. So I took my little bud vase or whatever that I got from Dollar General. You can get them from probably Dollar Tree. I just happened to get this one from there for $2. Stuck it back here, and then put 2 of my streamers that we made this week in it, okay? That's all I did at the top. Then I was like, at the end, okay, so I did all the little extras at the end, so I'll hold those out till the end. So that's the top. That's kind of how I did that. Then, let's take the bottom apart and I'll redo it. Okay. Oops. Hold on, guys. All right. So, there's several things in it, but it's all like super cheap, and most of it we made this week, which was the whole point of it, okay? So, the bottom started like this. Nothing to it. I knew that I wanted the USA sign to be a focal point and decided to put it under my bigger firecracker so that it stood up just a little bit taller, which made a huge difference, okay? Now, so then you just kind of, you know, get it how you want it over there and stuff. They're just so cute. So I did that. So then those two pieces kind of came together and they looked good and all that. Now, I knew I had one more sprinkler that I wanted to use, or streamer, I mean. And so I had this out in my shop. And so I went ahead and stuck my stick down in there and made it like that. Now, I didn't know exactly where I needed to have it, but I felt like there needed to be some height in this area. Now, it is too tall to go all the way under it. So, this fits under it, but not with the streamer. So, I let the streamer hang off the side. That way, you just had that cute ribbon, okay? Now, I had this piece that I still wanted to use that we made this week. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do with it. And so I went ahead, and because there's still a lot of space here in the back, but you're not really going to see that. You're just kind of going to, I don't know, you're just kind of, you just still need to kind of see through it, but you don't need anything too major. So I just decided I was going to lay this, because we did the polka dots on the side, that I was just going to lay it in the back so that you could kind of get a glimpse of it, but you didn't, you know, it wasn't a big focal point. I had this that I got $3 from Dollar General store, just plain white, nothing special, but a little succulent, and I just set it on top of it in the back. Literally, that's all, okay? Now, after I got done with all my stuff, I was like, well, it just still needs the extras, which is a big part of a wood tray, in my opinion. So I had this right here, and it was just made like this. It was like $1 from somewhere. I think Target Dollar Spot, but I'm not positive. So I needed it. I thought, well, it can go at the bottom of this tray. So I just kind of pushed it together. I'm sorry, it's like the opposite of everything I do. So I pushed it together so that I could put it at the bottom of my tray. So I had to pull up one of these to make it work. I laid it at the bottom. I stuck this inside of it. And then I'm like, oh, that added a lot. So you can kind of mess with that if you want to. And then after that, I'm like, okay, now it's time for like my filler pieces, which are these stars and all this. You know, these came from Hobby Lobby, like I said, last year on sale. And I just kind of started sticking them around. You know, no rhyme or reason to where they're going. I just kind of started sticking them around in my tray on the top and the bottom. So they just look really cute everywhere, for real. You know, they're not going to be at the exact same spot they were last time, and it doesn't matter. So I stuck them around all over. And then, let's see. Then I went ahead and took some of my little felt balls that I had. They came off of a Patriotic garland. That was a felt ball garland that I got off of Jane.com, like I told y'all earlier in this video. So then I just literally just started like, I don't know, sprinkling them around. Same thing as I did before. Like nothing, no rhyme or reason to it, okay? And then, ta-da, you have a beautiful Patriotic tiered tray. And a lot of this we made this week, y'all. a lot of it we made this week. We made the streamers this week. We made this week. We made the fun little sign in the back. We made this USA sign. We made these firecrackers. So all I did was take a few other things that I had and even things that I made. Almost every single thing on here was homemade, but there's just a couple that wasn't, that I already had. So just do what we did this week. Use what you've got on hand and pull yours together, and definitely show me a picture because I want to see how yours comes out. And I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed this week. I hope you liked the fact that I started over and showed you exactly how I styled it. And I just hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope you really like it. I think it turned out super cute and it was really fun to do. And it was absolutely... There's something more fun, I'm telling y'all, there is something more fun about making what's going on it than just buying it. Like, it's just more fun, and it's just, honestly, I think it's cuter, actually. So, definitely take it upon yourself, make some of these crafts, do some of these. I will be sure to share this so that y'all can see exactly how I did it. And that's all I got for y'all. So I'm going to get off of here. Definitely make sure that you share this with your friends. So see y'all later. Bye, guys. Thank you.